Okay, now let's start. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So here we are going to discuss about collection today. Okay. So my voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do you mean by normal collection?
Collection of objects, methods, variables.
Here the concept itself collections.
Gathering of elements.
Gathering of elements, right? So arrays, both same. So why we need, after having arrays also, why we need collection? So what is the difference it will make? Right? So arrays are good, right? But we discussed some of the drawbacks about arrays. So anyone remember what are the drawbacks of arrays? Initially fixed size, right?
Sir,
So fixed
array
size means
has
what? We need to decide the size initially itself. So for example, if you are planning for any party, if we are assuming like we may lose the money, right? Or we may have limitation, right? So we cannot have more than the expected people. It will throw exception stating. What will happen? So it will throw array index out of bound exception. We tried it, right? Initially we given the fixed size. Then once we are trying to take it outside of that array, what happened? It's throwing exception, right? So limitation is we need fixed size, right? So collection is little different, but it is having a lot of other functionalities also. We'll discuss later, okay? So one of the things is like, fast food, right? Fast food guy. Okay. So, and you're having a biryani shop. Just consider two things, right? First, we'll go with arrays. Like, so what they will do is they will, when they are preparing biryani, right? So they will estimate. They will say like we can sell 100 biryanis, right? So they will estimate and they will prepare it. So what is the advantage? It's ready within a minute. They can able to give. No thinking, right? Within a minute. इतने 100 जने तक no problem. उसके बाद
No problem.
they cannot give. At least they need a little gap, right? 3 or 4 hours gap because they are having to prepare it, right? So there is another chance. If they are not able to sell, that biryani which they planned will get wasted, right? So what these fast food people will do? Can anyone guess? Fast food वाले क्या करते हैं? They will be having, for example, they will be having fried rice. Okay. So once people are asking, they will mix 3 or 4 items masala and they will be ready. Right. So once the 3 is getting over, what they will, again they will mix 3. Right. They are preparing for future, at least for 3 or 4 items, so that if they are getting over, they will be continuously delivering it. They don't need to wait, right? So if rice also over, no problem because they are already having 3 things ready. If future they are thinking like we may need more, they can alter the rice also, right? So they are having little planning, but the disadvantage is time. And there is also chance of 2 or 3 things are wasted. 3 things. For example, if you are planning for 3-1, only 1 person is coming, right? So remaining 2, there is chance there, but it's light when compared to previous one. They can unlimited. They don't have any limit. They continuously they can give. Only thing is they can have a little more space. For example, in case of one of the collection is like they will prepare for 10 people. If 10 is over, again they will prepare for 10 people. If 10 over, they will prepare for another table continuously. Internally they are using arrays only. They are also planning like arrays only. But the difference is they will not plan for bulk. They will be having limited. They based on the demand, what they will do, they will increase it. Right. So default is they will increase in Java, they will increase for 10. So we'll see how they will be increasing. Okay. So now the collection is also a group of objects, right? The similar type of objects are different types. We'll discuss it, but consider now as a similar type of objects. Okay. They can able to hold a collection of objects, right? So when they are holding, there are multiple types, right? So we'll discuss one by one. Let's go with first one example. Okay. So now me share my screen, right? I'll give an example, then we'll go in detail, okay? Everyone able to see my screen, right? So now I'm creating one simple. Okay, now created one test collection. Right. Created one class. Main method, right?
Package was not great.
Hmm?
Package.
Yeah.
Package was not great.
Okay. Thanks. It's not mandatory optional, but okay. Yeah. Now I'm having ready, right? So normally how array will create, how enter I bracket new int of, right? So this one is normal way of creating, right? So now what I will do is I will create a collection object. How I will create, okay? So we are having, I will use list as of now, okay? The list name is array list. EL is equal to new array list. Okay, array list. I'm creating object and then. So how the difference in array? What I will do, I will write. Let's take E. Okay, so here how will take first value E of 0. Then right. Then I will add 1 E of 0. E of 1 is equal to some value, right? So similarly I can give, but if I'm giving 2 value, what will happen? Remaining value is getting wasted. It will be 0 0 0. So now let's try this. How I can do the same thing here. AL dot add. I can say 1, right? Then I can have add continuously. I can add, right? So similarly, it looks similar, but the difference is here I'm using methods, right? So now add how I'm doing above. Here you can see I'm not mentioning index, 0th value, 1th value. No, I know it to mention. Okay, so it's coming right this, right? So now let's have same values.
Is there any limit for the?
No, you can add. You don't need to mention the size. Am I mentioning the size in collection? No, I'm just saying new object. I want new object. I can continuously add the values. I don't need to worry about the size, even lakhs, crores of object based on the memory which you are holding. I can add it. I don't need to worry about it. If my RAM is supporting, I can have crores of objects, right? So no limit, right? So array is having some limits, right? So we'll discuss it later. As of now, when you are coming with collections, it is based on your memory size. Okay. So now let's make it simple. So I added 2 elements, right? So now I don't need to give index, right? So now collection is helping me like a fast food. I can, whenever I need, I can create it. If you're going internally code, it will always, if size is initially, it will create 10 size. Once you are reaching 10, again, it will create 10. But arrays are faster than collections. They're a lot of fast, right? So if you're thinking like I want fast things to be delivered, right? So you need to go with the arrays. No, it's okay, slightly. There is no much different actually. It is a slight milliseconds difference, right? So, but still that also important. Sometimes I will show you one example which I got it in one exam. They are saying like when you are sending the data to satellites, right? When you're sending a data to satellites, So you cannot take a risk of performance, even milliseconds, because you're sending data very long, right? And there you are not having internet also, like what we are having. Even if you're going in flight, right? So you will get how much? You need to pay thousands of rupees only for 1 MB, right? So it's very slow because on that level, they are not having things. Another thing you will be wondering how we are receiving the net, right? You know how we are receiving the internet from other countries? Just Google it. So now we are having additional things. Just go little older version of it. So what happens is we are having big cables in sea. You know that?
Yeah, that,
It's very big cables. Country to country, they are having the cables.
connections.
Right. So one time what happened is one ship broken it. So what happened? The whole internet got slow. You know that?
Right, sure.
You had right. So initially I thought it's happening somewhere wireless, right? So now it's not wireless actually. Now many things are happening. You can see, but the basic internet which we are getting is from cables, right? So if you're sending to internet to satellites or flights, right? So even 1 MB is important. Those times you need to think which one is good, right? Based on that, you need to write a code. But normally, all our applications, you can directly go and use collection. You don't need to worry about that much thinking, right? So only if you're writing some special code, scientific code, or high performance code, then you need to think which one to use. Okay, so now we'll directly go with any application. 99% application will be using collections only. Right? So now,
The collection is very slow.
not
When
very
compared-
slow,
when compared
slightly,
to-
very slightly.
When compared to Redis.
Yes, right. You just think of this now. If you are going for biryani shop, how much time they will take? They will take the food and they will serve. What about fast food? They will prepare anything, right? So both the people, you will be having patience to sit 5 or 10 minutes maximum, right? So here 5 or 10 milliseconds. That's the difference. Okay. So now let's move this collection in detail. Okay. So now what is collection? Right? Collection, if you're seeing like it is having hierarchy, we are discussing about inheritance, right? So when we are discussing about inheritance, who is the parent of all? Object class. So object class is a Adam, right? So from there only all the classes are getting created, right? So here also one hierarchy is there. After object, we are having one thing called collection interface. One interface will come as a parent of all collection. Its name is collection. I will show you the hierarchy. You can remember this. I want you to remember this because it's very important in interviews. ಅದು ಯಾಡ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay. So let's go with the complete hierarchy. Yeah. Okay. Here you can see red classes are there, right? Red classes is interfaces, not a classes. If red interfaces, we discussed about interfaces, right? Remember, right? So interface is complete abstract. It will not have any implementation. Remember? Right? So now here you can see red is the interface and green is a concrete classes, right? So if somebody is saying who is the parent of all collection object, you need to say iterable, right? Iterator. We'll see it later. Iterable, continuously iteration. Okay. So parent of all collection, if someone is saying it's interface, it is starting from iterable, right? After that, we are having collections class, right? Collection interface, not collection class, collection interface. You will be confused in future. There is one class called collection also. Okay, so we'll discuss it later. Okay, so interval, first one, second one is collection. Here you are having three parts, right? List, queue, and set. We'll mainly concentrate on list and set. So why means we are able to cover 90% of our requirement by using this list and set. Okay, so what is the difference between list and set? Okay, so please remember this. I'm going to continuously repeat it, but it's very important. What is the difference between list and set? Okay, so what do you mean by list? Anyone want to try? In our English language, what is the meaning of list? Arranging of elements. Arranging. Very good point, right? So arrange, organizing the elements. Right? That's why we are talking. What is the meaning of set?
Collection of elements.
Collection of elements. And another thing,
Group.
group of elements. You won't consider order. List means, hey, list me first. Means you need to organize it. Right? 1, 2, 3. This one is one first list, second. This is in my second list, right? This is my second priority in list. You will say, right? So you know it should be in order, but set will not be in order. Hey, Panch banana set there. So he will not put one first banana, second banana, third banana. But he will give you directly, right? So you don't need to worry about order when you're going with a set. But when I'm saying list, you need to go with order. Okay, so list is a collection of ordered elements. List is a collection of ordered element. Set, collection of elements. Don't care about order. Okay, so advantage of set is faster, and set will not have duplicates. Set will not have duplicates. Okay, you know that's why it's not in order. For example, I'm going there and I'm saying, मुझे एक अम्मी का provisional store के, she will give a list, right? So then she's saying, I want a coconut oil. You know, again I'm adding coconut oil 2 times. Then he will say, why 2 times coconut oil, right? Why he will say? There she won't consider about order also. She will consider first you need to take this, second you need to take this, third you need to take this. No, there's no order. Even numbering there, you won't consider the order. They will also not consider. They will say just read the list, right? So if they are seeing two things same, coconut oil is coming first and second, they will ask why this.
They will definitely highlight it.
They will highlight. Set is like that. It will not accept any duplicates. No order required. But list,
Should maybe have
Mandates.
it's mandatory to have list, right? If you are unordered list with, it will become set. Okay, but one thing is list. If I'm saying I can have duplicate. If I'm saying list, I can have duplicates. I can write many times coconut oil, coconut oil, coconut. For example, if you are going in a let's see that. Okay, so list will have two properties. One is it should be ordered. Ordered. Second one is it can have duplicates. Set means
You don't have any order.
it will not have, it will not maintain order. If it is coming order, you don't care. Even order is there or not there, you won't care. But you should not have duplicate values. These two things you need to consider when you are discussing about this set. Q means Q is little different. Normally, I will also not go in detail. So when we are going practical, we'll do 1 or 2, right? But other things will go very deeper, like list and set, what we are doing. Okay, so now let's concentrate on a list, right? So when we are adding duplicates, right, it should accept. Set, if I'm adding duplicate, it will accept or not? It will accept, but it will overwrite. For example, if I'm writing 2 times coconut oil, he has to take it, right? First one or last one, he need to consider. So previous one it will overwrite. But interview, when you are saying, you say it will not accept duplicate, that's fine. But actually it will accept, it will overwrite the previous one. You understand, right? So first one, he will say, cancel करा दे, डाल दे. फिर उसके नीचे अब एक बार coconut oil देता है मुझे, पर तो डालते हैं. तो you already having it, right? So you know it to have बच्चा पढ़ता पढ़ता 2 बार दिया हो सकता, he can do mistake. What they will do? They will remove things. Even you know in a 4th or 5th class, they will say, can you make this list as a set? One program is there. In what they will do is, let me go there in my Pinterest again. Right, in this case, right? So we'll be having like this. They will give values like this. Can you make it as a set? Right? In this case, what we'll do? We'll write 1, 4, then 2. Wherever we are having duplicate, we'll remove it. Right? So this is the main thing. Even if you want list to be removed by duplicates, what you will do? You'll convert this list to set. Once you are doing, problem is order will go, right? Order will all go off, but you will get a without duplicates. Okay. So now you understand what is this, what is the set, right? So first hierarchy, top one is iterable, right? Then collection. These two are interfaces. Then we are having list set and queue. We'll give priority, low priority to queue as of now. List, these three also interfaces. You can see that, remember this. If I'm saying these are interfaces, you need to remember this. Okay. Interface means what? It will not have any implementation. It's just a definition, right? So now we'll go first part of his array list. That's why you can see like what I did. Array list AL is equal to new array list I written, right? Array list L with same. Let's go with a little detail now. Now you understand what is hierarchy, right? So please remember this again. I'm repeating. Top of collections hierarchy. Iterable, then collection. It's also interfaces. Then list set to queue. These are also interfaces. Array list is a child of. Anyhow, start with the parent always. Okay. List array list is son of मारोगो one parent go one parent up मारो तो मारने का मारो क्या उनको मारो तो hey. Okay, so always go with one parent. Okay, so if I'm saying parent, you should not go to object. So everyone is तुम्हें किसके बच्चे होगा तुम्हें आदम की औलाद कर बोलते हैं. So you need to say your father name, right? So similarly also, if I'm saying parent, you need to go one level up.
Okay, collection.
Okay.
Array list. List to be.
Boy, हमारा क्या? किसको मनाऊंगा? ऐसा होता ना मुझे. Okay. So go one level up कर तो क्या? Array list का भाव कौन है? List. You can see here. Array list का भाव कौन? हाँ? So ये आपको अभी एक देखे तो तुम्हें लिंक लिस्ट ये तीन आपको एक ही चाहिए लिस्ट के बच्चे. ओके, इट्स दे आर नॉट फिर इसके बच्चा इन इसका बच्चा इन नहीं. यू कैन सी लिस्ट के आगे तीन बच्चे हैं. ओके, कौन तीन बच्चे हैं? अरे लिस्ट, लिंक लिस्ट, वेक्टर. वेक्टर का टैग तो है नहीं. तो ये तीनों एक ही भाव के बच्चे इन पोता. ओके, ही इज अ ग्रैंडसन, राइट? सो हियर आल्सो क्यू को कितने बच्चे हैं? Two. One is interface, one is a class. Right? You can see PRTQ is a class and DQ interface, right? So here you can see slight difference, right? So list DQ मिल को क्या बने? Linked list, right? So two parents and one child. So this in this case multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance does not support by Java, but here you can see both are interfaces. Two parents can be parent of one child when you are having interface, right? This you can have, remember, you can explain in example also when they are asking about why we need multiple inheritance in a by using interface, how we can do that, right? So you can take this example. Okay, so I want you to remember this. If I'm saying you need to explain all the hierarchy, right? So here you can see what is the set के कितने ही बचे?
Hash set.
Hash set है? Linked hash set. Okay. Set का एक child भी है. Sorted है. Set we are discussing what we are saying. Sort is unordered set, right? So when you are adding sorted set, it will become tree set. We'll discuss about tree set later classes, but you need to remember all this. So what is the hierarchy and other stuff, right? So now let's move to one example here, right? So now let me remove this. Now we are no more discussing about arrays. Okay. So now we are discussing about list. So now start with a simple things. Right. So what is list? List is a
Collection of
interface. Okay. So list will be having array list as a child. We are discussing about array list now. Only array list. We'll discuss about later. Okay. So now if I'm saying array list, right? AL is equal to new array list, right? So this E, as of now, I'm removing. What is the purpose? It we'll discuss it later. Okay. So it's a separate topic. This will add always additional E if you are typing also. So even you can see it will give warning. We'll discuss why this warning is coming in future. Okay. So now I'm writing array list EAL is equal to new array list, right? Now if I want to add number, I will add 5, right? Right. I added 2, 5, 4, 3, and 5. Okay. So here you can see like I'm having duplicates also. It will accept. There is no problem, but it will maintain order. Okay. So sys out, for example, if I'm writing AL, right? So if I'm running it, you can see 5, 5, 4, 3, 5, right? So it's same order. Whatever I give an order, it's in same order, right? So if I want to get the first value, so how I can get the first value is AL dot get 0, right? Because in order I can give index similar as array. Get 0 means I will get a first value. Get 1, I will get a first value, second value. Get 2, third value, right? So here also one method is there which will give me the size. AL dot length, right? AL dot size, for example. I want to print the size, right? It will give me how many elements are there in a array list. It's a not array. It's a collection object, a list, right? Its name is array list, but it's not array, right? So now you can see it's in order. I'm able to get first value, second value. I can use it same as a arrays. But the advantage is I don't need to mention any size, and it will maintain order also, right? So now let's do the same thing with the set, right? Set's son will go back here. Who is the son of set? Hash set. A green class. We'll use this, right? So now let's try to create the same thing by using arrays. Now let me write two methods here. Okay, one is el.get0, get size, right? Get 0 will give me the first element, and get size will give me what is the size. Okay, so now I'm going to with hash set, right? This remove this C as of now. Okay, so I'm writing yes equal to new hash set. Right? So now I'm having hash set. I will add the same values, whatever I'm having here, I will add here. This dot add 5. This one is also having one method called add, right? Right. So then I added 4, right? Then I added 3, right? Then I added 5. I done this. Now I added the same elements, right? So there is no difference. So now let me print it. What will happen? Yes. Okay. So now let me run it. How many? 3, 4, 5. Right? So this one is get 0 first value here, right? So now let me remove these two also. Just will come and set. Okay. So set what it's giving 3, 4, 5. Where are other elements? they got to remove because
But duplicate.
it's a duplicate. It's not the original value. Okay, if same case, if I'm writing here in list, right? So now let me run both. Five, 4, 3, 5. Right? So here I'm having duplicates and order. Here even you can see first one should come 5, right? So but here first one is coming as 5, 3.
Ascending order.
No ascending order.
It will
Don't.
not follow ascending order.
It will not follow any order. Okay. So it's in its own order. So it will not follow any order. It will. There is no duplicates here. Okay. Even if I'm calling size, I can call a size. It will give me the size also. Let's call size. Right. S dot size. It will give me the size. But S dot get 0. Does it will work? Why?
No, sir.
It's for array list. You cannot get. How you know the order? Right? How you know the order? You don't know the order. Set my order wata. Nahi aata. You don't know order. You cannot say get 0, get 1. But list will give me order. So how to get this value? We'll discuss it later. But you understand what is the difference, right? So first one is if someone is saying, can you tell me about collections, right? Collection is a collection of objects, right? So then they will say, what is the difference between arrays and collections? So arrays is limited size, right? One standard size. You need to give initially itself. You need to give the size, but collection you don't need to give size. Okay, can you give me the hierarchy of collection, right? So you need to say we are having iterable, will then have collection, and collection will have list, queue, set. These are our interfaces. Then you will be having list, will be having array list, right? So you can go in detail, right? So remember this. When you're giving this much detail, they will be happy, right? So now what they will say, what is the difference between list and set, right? So then you need to explain list will be having ordered, set will be not be having ordered, right? Unordered. List will be having duplicates. It can have duplicates, but a set you will not be having duplicates.
But
Right.
it takes, but
You will not be having duplicates. Even you are adding or not adding, it will not have any duplicates, right? So now let's go in little more detail, okay?
can you show the hierarchy?
I will share with to you, okay?
గురు
Mm.
అవుట్పుట్ 3, 4, 5 ఎందుకు వచ్చింది? అది ఆర్డర్ ఫాలో అవ్వకపోతే
3, 4, 5 అక్కడ ఉన్నది 3 అందుకని వచ్చింది. ఆర్డర్ ఫాలో అయితే ఏమవుతుంది చెప్పు?
లేదు, నార్మల్ గా ముందు 4 ఉంది కదా,
Mm.
ముందు 4 ఉంది కదా నార్మల్ గా దాంట్లో
Mm.
4 తర్వాత
5 కూడా ఉంది.
5 కూడా ఉంది, 4 ఉంది ముందు.
5 ఎందుకు రాలేదు?
డిఫాల్ట్ గా ఏమైనా అసెండింగ్ చిన్న వాల్యూ
నేను అదే I did one mistake. Honestly speaking, I thought like it's coming in order, okay? So in big project, actually very big project, I thought like it will come as is always as first. So I read the condition, right, based on the first value. It's working in my system. Very good, right? So they added 5 more values, then it failed. Right? So because I theoretically I'm not aware, I'm using anything is fine. That what happens? This will work if I'm adding tree set. Tree set is ordered. Tree set will order it, right? So don't trust the order if it is coming one time. For example, आज बार क्या होता है ना तुम्हें डाई उड़ाते नहीं nice price but you can say like sometime 1, 2, 3, 4 it will come in order, right? There is a chance. Okay, it doesn't mean that it will always come in order, is it?
consider it like dice.
Yeah,
That's why
it's random. You
Right.
cannot predict the order, right? So it's 3 times it's giving, it doesn't mean what it will always give, right? You are very lucky that if you are getting even second time also 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'm 100% sure that as per probability you will not get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 simultaneously, even if you are running 1 crore times. There is no chance. 1 by 6 probability, right? So here also don't predict if it is coming. It will always, if I'm running 10 times, it will come 1, 2, 3 only because the values are same, right? But don't expect the same thing will come in all the environments, all the places.
and output it was doing 3, 4 plus.
But it's not an order. Another thing is how you know order should come if I remove the duplicates. Can predict the order, right? So now let's move. Now I am going to print all the values, right? So by using for loop, right? So how I can do that? Here I can do that, right? So let's try with the array list as of now. We'll not go to set. Now we understand what is the set, what is the list. List will be having duplicates and it will be ordered. These 2 points you need to say. It will be ordered and it will not have, it will have duplicates. Set not for
Not for any other.
all for any orders. Now let's, if I want to print all those values, right? So I'm saying that I'm just adding AL, it's printing, sir. No, you need to process the values, right? So don't always print it. AL, we discussed about toString. Remember toString? What we discussed about toString? Anyone want to tell me about toString? Online? Tell me if you're not telling toString.
Yes,
We can
sir.
use
ToString
only
is used to
using
represent object in a form of string, sir.
Very beautiful definition. Okay. So from where it will come? Hierarchy. From object
Yes,
class.
sir.
Object
sir.
class, right? So what we'll do normally, we will overwrite it, right? So here also in array list, they overwrite in such a way that it will print a object values. Whatever internally values are there, we can print it. It's overwritten in array list, right? Set also they did, right? So now, if I want this to be printed one by one, how I can do that? Anyone want to try?
Sir, by using for loop, sir.
Yes, tell me how. Int I is equal to 0, I greater than
AL dot size.
greater than the first day I'm forgiving you less than
AL dot size.
EL dot size
I plus plus.
I plus plus. How to print it?
System dot.
So
AL dot get off.
get off I, right? So now it will give me loop value. There is one thing called, see, there is one thing called streams, which is latest concept, which we'll discuss in ladder. Don't go streams now when you're finding, right? So there are two types of loop. Enhanced loops will come when you're going with this other concepts, but don't go, just go with a plain old loop. Okay, there are many things happened after this, wherein called streams, right? So streams will have separate topic. As of now, don't think advanced now. Just to simply go with loop and do that, right? So now what's happening here? So I'm taking get of 0 means first value, get of 1 means second value, get of 2 means third value. Continuously we can create it. Okay. So same thing, can we do it with set?
No,
Why?
not follow the order.
It will not follow order, right? So we need to use enhanced
Sir?
loop or yes, ma'am.
Sir, here in sysout, A1 dot get of I is there, no, sir. Instead of this, we can use index, sir, index value.
Index value you cannot use because it's not a
Okay, sir.
empty
Array.
data type, right? It's object.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So objects will have always accessed by methods. We discussed, right? So when we are discussing about getter and setters, right? So property should not be accessed directly,
Okay,
right?
sir.
So it will not allow you to access without methods.
Methods.
Yeah. Any other question?
No,
Can we
sir.
go little advanced? Right?
Yes, sir.
So now we know what is list, what is set, right? So now apart from this, we are having some other things, but I will go in high level only, right? So when I'm coming here, right? So this one is a collection, right? So we are having list and set as a important part. Even if you're ignoring queue, it doesn't matter as of now. In future, you need to work on it. As of now, 99% of code you can use list and set, right? So there is another part which is called a map. Map, right? So this one is very important part. If someone is asking in collection, it's not part of collection, but you need to answer about this also when they're asking in interview. Can you know about the collection? Then you need to say list and set. Then you need to directly jump to map. So what is map we'll discuss today, right? So we'll go in detail each one, these three parts, okay? So what is map? Here also we are having hierarchy. Map is a parent of all maps, right? Then it is having how many? Hash table and sort table, and we are having hash map. This one is very important class, right? So here also you can see we are having red color. Red color is interface. Green color is class, right? So if someone is saying, what is, can you tell me about a map hierarchy? You need to start with the map. Map is having two types. So read complete name. Hash table and hash map, right? So here sorted map is the direct. After that, again you are having another level. There you are having tree map, right? So mostly we'll go with hash map. Hash table, why we are not using, I will explain here. Okay. So tree map we will go rarely. So 99% will use hash map. Okay. So why this hash table? And here in this hierarchy, you can see there are few things: vector and stack. Vector and stack. Remember these three classes: vector, stack, and hash table. These three are little special. Okay. Why little special? Right. So these three are special because this is called legacy classes. क्या होते हैं?
Legacy.
In interview, I ask this question when I am taking interview, right? So it's very important to know about these three things separately. So why? Means these are not initially part of collection. Before collection born, right? So they created these three tables. That's why it's called legacy. Legacy का तो क्या? तरह నుంచి వచ్చేది, right? So after that, when they find like we are having separate thing, they merge it with the collection. Previously, it was not part of the collection, but even the methods or other things are also different. So what are the three? Vector, stack, and hash table. Okay. So these are having some other things also like thread safe. Those things we'll discuss later. As of now, just if someone is saying what is legacy classes, then you need to say vector, hash table, and this stack is a part of legacy classes. Okay. So they will say like what is the difference, right? So these are legacy classes because it's initially it's not part of collection. Later they added it. Okay. Once collection is matured, they added it. They did some modifications to code. But you can see now it's part of hierarchy also of list, right? Previously it was not part. They are separately running classes, right? I don't remember the version, but if you want, you can try to remember that which version they make it as a legacy classes as a collection. Okay. So now vector, stack, if theoretically they are asking vector, stack, and hash table is not part of a collection. They added it later, so it's called legacy classes. Okay. So there is a synchronization, serialization concept will come. We'll discuss what is those things. As of now, theoretically, don't go deeper. Okay.
Sir, in perspective, is there any question like what are the legacy classes?
Yes. That's why I'm saying this. Right. So legacy classes is one of the important question previously. Now most of the people are not going there. Right. So in our case, if I'm going, I will definitely get questions on hierarchy of a collection. And then they will come to this. What is legacy classes? Right. So now they are not asking frequently, but be prepared. Like if you are going the traditional developer like us, they will ask this question. Okay. So now let's move to map. Right. So map hierarchy. Map is a parent. Then you'll be having hash table. Okay. Sorted map and sorted map will be having tree map. So what is map? What do you mean by map? So Google Map खोलना को बाबा. What is the meaning of mapping?
Mapping means connecting.
You can take the particular place.
It's like go to Google Map. Well, mapping means what?
Friends.
Mapping.
I will say map yourself with some number, right? Or map your name with a your technologies, for example, your Java.NET or something, right? So I'll say like, can you make a map here with the language?
Pin it.
Pin it, right? So map it, right? So here, whenever you're doing in any school or there, they will map with roll number. You don't remember the names, right? They will say roll number 1, 2, 3, 4. People will give answer because they mapped with the roll number, right? So fees कौन दिए भाई तो roll number 1, 2 दिया sir, roll number 5 दिया नहीं, ऐसा. So they will always use with a key, one key value, and they will be use that to map that particular value. It's called key value pairs. If I'm saying something map, you need to say what is the meaning of map means key value pair. Pair कर क्या? जुड़ा बना. Key को value को pair करना. Okay. So it's called map. What is map means? It's key value pair. Okay. It's also the key should be unique. Key should be
Unique.
value can be unique or cannot be unique. Okay. So please remember key should be unique. It will behave like a set. Key will be behave like set. Even it will not follow order. No need to follow order because it's unique. But value can be duplicated and can follow orders. Right. So now let's see how it will work. Okay. So now we know set, list, and map. Now how to use the map? Okay. So I'm doing with one of the child hash map. Hash map is hash map m is equal to new hash map. So it will also create some brackets. Remove that bracket as of now. So when I'm doing, for example, if I'm creating, how it will create, just see. If I'm automatically trying, right? KV is coming, right? Remove this part. As of now, what is the purpose? We'll discuss it later. Okay. I'm saying m is equal to new hash map. Right? So now it will not take one value, it will always take a key and value, right? So if I'm saying m dot put, right, it will take one. I can say Anis, right? If I'm saying 2, I can give so I'm giving one number, right? I'm giving one value. Now 1 means Anis, 2 means, right? So it's not, it looks similar like array, but it's not array. You are giving the key.
Yeah.
Their index is automatically creating 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can give 1, 2, 3, 4 or ABCD also. It's my wish, right? It will accept key and value pairs. Okay. So now let's print it.
You don't need the integer value.
No need integer value. Any object you can give, right? Let's see how it will print. See how it is? 1 equal to Anis, 2 equal to Zaki, 3 is equal to Asif, right? So does it follow order? Don't trust. Don't trust that hash map will follow order, right? So now let me add again a 3 with a Ashwa. What I did? Another value I added, right? So 3 is Asif, 3 in Ashwa. Can I have it like this? No. But it's not error also. What it will do is it will overwrite the previous value. Now, if I'm printing it here, right, you don't see Asif anymore. Right?
So it can overwrite.
Key cannot be duplicated. Key cannot be duplicated. Roll number के दो बच्चे होते हैं. No, there is no possibility, right? So एक PNR के दो टिकट आते हैं. No, it's not possible, right? So that is unique. If you are reading, it will behave like set. Key will behave like a set. But consider like if I'm having another value with same name. Okay, let's create Anis again for 4. It's perfectly valid. 1 minute by okay.
Valid.
4 Anis, it's valid. I can have duplicate names. Rule मेरे नाम के 3 बच्चे. It's fine, right? So when I'm going in my MCA, second number and third number is Anis, right? So it's possible. Name can be possible, but roll number
Cannot put.
cannot be. Huh?
Null values are used.
Null also we can add, but one key can be added as a null. Right here, key should be unique, right? So null is a unique. You can consider as one key. So that also possible. A good answer. Even null values we can add hundreds. Right? In a hash set also, null we'll discuss later. Okay. So as of now, you understand, right? So I can have duplicate value. Let me run it. Anis is coming 4. Roll number also 1 also. Anis, right? So it's key value pair. I need to give always a key. I need to give always a value, right? So if I want to get the first value, how I can get? I can add m dot this out. M dot get. I can pass 1. Why it is not starting with 0? Because it's my key. I can give whatever I want. I want to start with 0 or 1, right? So even for example, if I can give like this, what is the value? 1 is not there. Now the key is A, right? So anything I want, I can give. I no need to consider only a number or something. Even I can give objects also, right? So now it's a key value pair. What is it? Key value pair. So now again go back and we'll discuss about collection, right? Collection, what is the hierarchy of collection? Top one is iterable. Iterable will be having
Collection.
collection. Collection will be having queue. So these are all till now whatever discussed we are discussing about interfaces. Then list will be having array list, linked list, right? What is array list? Array list is a concrete class. It's not a interface, right? So set, what is set? Interface. Interface will be having again child's hash set, sorted set is interface, again tree set, right? So this got you read about all this thing, and now let's go with theory. What is list? List is a ordered.
But it have duplicate.
It can have duplicate. Set. It will not have any duplicates. Even if I give what will happen, it will. So now we discuss, come to back to map, right? So map is a parent of all maps, right? So map will be having key and value pairs. What is the hierarchy of map? Hash table. Map. So what are the legacy classes? Hash table. So why this one is called legacy classes? It was not part of initially collection, so it was a previously initial implementation of collection, but it is not having any parent or child like hierarchy. Both are having. So why they merged it? Because after collection got mature, we merged it. So why we merged? What is the reason? One of the separates GLE जाने क्या बोले जाते हैं, right? Let them GLE अपनी जिंदगी करो बोलना सो. But we are having reason. We'll discuss it later. Now I will go little more detail. Then, so you want any gap or I can continue? Online वाले में थोड़े जने सो जाओ कहते मेरे ख्याल से. So any questions? I want to take another 15 to 20 minutes class. So if everyone is okay.
So key cannot be duplicate. The parameter can be duplicate.
Values can be duplicated.
Values can
Key value, you always remember this key is here. Values.
So map having 3 parts: key, to pair, key and value, key and pair of key and value.
Key cannot be duplicated.
You want to get
If key is duplicated, okay, always the previous one only overwritten, huh? Previous
Yes.
only overwritten.
yes. नवा बच्चा आया सेम रोल नंबर दिया तो पुराने बच्चे का नंबर कहाँ जाता? वो रिटर्न.
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన వాడి నెంబర్ ని ఓవర్ రైట్ ఎందుకు చేయట్లేదు? ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన వాడి నెంబర్ ని కొత్తగా వచ్చాడు కదా, వాడిని ఓవర్ రైట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా, మన పాత వాడిని ఎలా
अब टीएम है.
అర్థమైంది
कोटन ले. నువ్వు వాల్యూ క్వశ్చన్ చేద్దాం దట్స్ వై నువ్వు సేఫ్ ఆయన పడేది 3 వాల్యూస్ ఉంటాయి సి పిఎం కేమ్ హూ ఇస్ అవర్ కరెంట్ పిఎం వై యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఓవర్ రైటింగ్ విత్ మన్మోహన్ సింగ్ పిఎం is the key, right? You are replacing it. So why you are not overwriting?
So it's expired.
So you got when you will overwrite when you don't want the previous value, right? So on the time only you will overwrite.
Key that acting like primary key.
Primary key. So primary key will don't get confused. Key is a unique. Okay, so when we are going with a DB concept, we'll have that part, right? So again, it will get confused. Okay. So any questions still here? क्या सही सोते हैं क्या कौन भी जवाब देते हैं
No, sir.
okay Huzaifa not sleeping who else
No, sir. No, sir.
Umar is not well but fine okay Pratyusha are you clear
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wajida
Salam alaikum, Mama. Yes, clear, Mama.
okay Sana
Yes, sir.
not sleeping right
No, sir.
so shall we go with next concept okay I will make it simple I will not go deeper but I will go some other concepts right so a little more about maps because
Hey,
hey,
दादा, बैठो उधर। क्या खाते हैं? इधर आओ।
वाजिदा म्यूट को जाना म्यूट करना okay now let's go with little more on only maps I will not go deeper you can read it today so tomorrow we'll go a little more details tomorrow no, Monday tomorrow no class okay so now let's move to I want to get all the keys here so you can see here I'm saying this key are set right so I want to get all this value how you can get there is one method called key set only it will give me keys it will give only keys when I'm writing it key set right so when I'm writing it you can see 1 2 3 4 it's in order sir don't say that
Okay. Are always coming in the order from the first.
okay so it's a key set if I want only values what I can do values right it will return what it will return you know it will return me collection object what is collection interface even if you want to convert to set or list it's your choice because it's the parent interface will return okay so now let's run it right it is giving me all values no keys now if I want to print each and everything by using key so I need to write a for loop by using key set always key set I'm having right so how I can do I will just write enter I is equal to 0 I is less than here I'm having key set right m dot key set I plus then I can write sys out m dot get I can pass a I right key set dot length sorry size key set is a collection of a collection right it's set how to get the size of the key set dot size right now when I'm running it you can see I can print all the values so first I need to key the if I have roll numbers I can get anytime any student yes or no so what I'm doing I'm first getting the keys then I'm iterating it right so for example I don't want roll numbers I just want the names of the student what I will do I will call values right? I don't need to worry about the keys because I don't want order. I don't want to know the roll numbers. I just know the names. So I will call with them with names, right? So in this the same case, if I want to call the values, what I will do is I will write for int I is equal to 0. I is less than
M dot.
m dot values dot size, right?
I plus plus.
I plus plus. Then I will write so dot
Print.
m dot
Values.
values dot get
Size.
m dot
Get
get
I.
get
I.
get I. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Is it correct?
object key.
Huh? Is it correct? Anyone having any objection here? Is it correct? This is your homework. Check whether it's correct or wrong. Yeah, correct. No, wrong. Huh?
Get a size.
Huh? Values will come. It will work. Working doesn't mean that it's correct. Samjhe? Working doesn't mean that it's correct. Huh? Output will be correct only. You will see like output will be correct.
Only names, right?
Okay. Output looks up. So there's slightly challenging values are there. Okay. So why it is wrong? Just check. Okay, I don't want to think. So now you understand, right? So with key set, we can get a keys. Then by using keys, we can get the values. Yeah. This one is not a right way. Why it is not right way? If someone want to try, why it is wrong? Online.
దాని లోపల ఏమైనా రాయాల్సి వస్తుంది గెట్ వాల్యూ ఆల్రెడీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కీ కాబట్టి అది అయ్యింది.
Someone want to try? Yeah. Hasim.
size आपको अरे का ये string का size
I think in get you need to write m dot values.
No, I'm not correcting it. Value of output will come same. But there is a problem in this code. It looks like right, but it's not right. Okay, just go deep thinking. We will discuss it. Now let's me start with the first part. Okay.
ఇప్పుడు ఐ తీసేసి జే పెట్టినా అక్కడ అదే వస్తుంది అంటారా? పైన ఐ ఉంది, కింద ఐ ఉంది.
Better. Scopes, I explained about scopes. Remember the scopes? Both I objects are having separate scopes.
కాదు గురుగారు, ఇక్కడ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కీ అని చెప్పి వచ్చింది కదా, దాని గురించి ఆలోచిస్తా ఉన్నాం.
Okay, let's start with begin. So today we started with the collections. So what is the difference between arrays and collection? We started sometimes spend some time. Then we went to collection. It's collection. What we do? We discussed hierarchy. Hierarchy. What is the hierarchy? We'll be having top level is iterable, and then we'll be having collections. Then we'll be having list, set, and queue. Right. So queue we are not going to discuss as of now. Okay. So it's important part, but we are not going to use most frequently. Interviews they will ask for queue. We'll discuss it later. Okay. So first we are concentrating on list and set. So what is list? List will be ordered. Then it will accept duplicate. Set.
Follow any order, it will not
It will have any duplicate values. Then list. What is the concrete classes?
concrete.
Array list and
Linked list.
linked list and vector and stack. It's concrete classes. Why I'm saying concrete? Because it's not interface, it's classes. Okay. So when I'm coming here, set.
Set hash set. Linked list hash set.
Sorted set is
Sorted set, tree set.
interface. You need to remember that sorted set is the interface. It's not a concrete class, right? So then again we come back to
Map.
map. Map. What is the hierarchy of map?
Hash.
Map is the parent of all maps. Then it will be having how many childs? What are those?
Hash map.
Hash map, right? So hash map is we are going to use So a small thing I will say and I will close it. So what is the meaning of hashing? We discussed it previously. I want to repeat it.
Hashtags. Difference
Hash, you are writing something in notes, sir.
ఇప్పుడు trendy.
What is the meaning of hashing?
Hashing is when you are writing in a note, we will consider this point is important in note. Hash.
Hashing.
హ్యాష్ తీసుకుంటే డూప్లికేట్స్
Sir, hash is
Difference.
a unique value, sir.
Hash is a unique value. No. So hashing algorithm. I told you when I am talking about hash code. क्या गया? When I am discussing about object methods, I called you about hash codes. So why you are forgetting? What is hashing algorithm? I will give example, then you say, "Arey, I remember." So post office, I told pin numbers and
Yes, sir.
remember. So you will be taking the data and you will be converting it to a unique code, which will help you to find it fast. For example, I given you medical shop example. A से start होते से पूरे A में चले आते हैं, B से start होते से पूरे B. Post office में pin number पढ़ को they will order it. Based on the data, you are creating one key where you are placing it. Right? So what is the advantage? 524003 Kanaderi, he will not search all pin numbers. He will go directly and fetching there. So with data, you are creating one unique key which will represent that particular value. Right? So hashing algorithm here, hash map is very fast. Hash set is very fast. Why? Because it will be using hashing algorithm to fetch the values. So it will take values in seconds. Sometimes it will be faster than arrays. Okay, but it will not follow any order. So first order में रखते तुम्हें post office में पूरा. You don't need to worry about order. You can directly go and place based on pin. Whenever you want, you can get it back. Right? So अब कौन दिला को analgin कर बोले. AN, you go AN and fetch the medicine. Right? So it will help you to find that particular location and go and fetch it. So with the data, you are generating the key or search item, right? So that will make you search faster. So hash set and hash map, we use those algorithms to identify and fetch those values. So it will be a lot faster than any other things. Okay. Indexing the order. You need to go and search, right? Hash, give the value, I will find out. Right? That much faster it will be there. Any other question? Are we good? I want to go a little more. I want to close collection today, but I think it will be little difficult to digest. Okay. So Monday I will close collection mostly. Then we'll be having an advanced concept like enhance for loops. Those will discuss as a separate topic. I will not start after this. Let's understand this concept. We'll continue. Then one stage will take 1 week class for only for advanced concept like Java 8 concept. They will call it as Java 8 concept. After Java 8, they added a lot of things. Extremes, optional, right? Functional interfaces. Those we'll discuss on that stage. But as of now, just go like this same flow. Any questions?
So hash code is similar like we will get after creating an issue, we'll get that hash and kind of similar to it.
Yes, you just forget about it. Hashing is a mechanism which will create a key with the data to find that location of that particular data.
When we create an issue, we will get that with that course we will create the feature branch.
Don't give, that is different concept.
Kind of, it is similar to that one.
But don't get confused, don't go there. Okay, any questions? Umar?
Sir.
Okay, so I want everyone to have understanding of this hierarchy and basic code which I did, right? So adding key, value, page to map, adding some values to set list. So those they can practice, and they can do the loop and they can get the values. Okay. So try to give that homework to them. Okay. Sana, are you good?
Yes, sir.
Pratyusha? Ashfaq? Huzaifa?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Hussein?
Clear, sir.
Saim Bhaiya? Asif?
Clear, sir.
Anis Ahmed?
Yes, clear.
Wajida?
Clear, Mama.
Okay. Okay, we are good to close today, right? So Umar will share you the homework. Okay.
So
Try
homework
to-
was learn about collections and hierarchy
Hmm.
and what?
And each one should have one code, right? I added and
Okay.
get the values from list and set, right? And
Mhm.
map. The basic things we need to tell, and definitions. What is the set? What is the list? What is the map? Right? So what is the hierarchy? So though every class will have some uniqueness, right? So we can discuss about. We can have a one-liner note for that.
Last class told us to just